The International Association of Business Communicators recently held its Communication Excellence in Organizations, or CEO Excel Awards 2011, and one of our own became the lone media executive to win the award for his strategic leadership and effective use of communication in steering DZMM's key projects. Joining us now is the golden voice of ABS-CBN Manila Radio Division Head, Peter Musngi. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
It
Ron.
is an honor to have you here and an honor to interview you.
It is a dream come true for me to be joining you.
We were talking about 11 years in the making.
My goodness.
Peter Musngi, of course, also became the head of ANC for a while, and he steered us through a couple of years here in ANC. I want to ask you first, how does it feel to get this CEO Excel Award?
Nobody, I think, was more shocked than me because I said I'm not a CEO. So how did I qualify?
Yeah.
So CEO means actually communications excellence in business.
Right.
So when you talk about communication, I guess it has something to do with my being a voiceover.
Right. Not just that, but that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Of course, you are as we described you, the golden voice of ABS-CBN, and you've been with ABS-CBN since what, 1986.
Longer than I can to remember.
But I told you this. We've known each other for a while, sir, and I've worked with you for a couple of times for ANC, also for sports with MBA when we were with MBA. But I want to know how you began with ABS, with your profession, with your career.
I started as a DJ actually, and
more popularly known as Peter Rabbit. Then.
Peter Rabbit with resealable mouth. Yeah. So what I was part. And I hate to admit this, but I was part of the 1972 ABS-CBN 101.9 roster of announcers, as they call it then.
Right.
And I was studying at the same time. So I was a child star. Started early, and we progressed from being an announcer to a certified public accountant.
Wow.
Because when martial law was declared, well, I chose to continue my studies and work part-time as a DJ also. So some people call me a double CPA, a certified public accountant, and a certified public announcer. I get paid in both.
Yeah. But then, of course, hindi na nalalayo yung radio sa inyo. You started in radio as a DJ for ABS-CBN, and then when ABS-CBN reopened in '86, they got you back. Again for radio, but as part of management already in '86?
No, I was supposed to be a DJ for 101.9, and when ABS-CBN got us back, of course, the previous ABS-CBN era employees and talents were so glad to come home to ABS-CBN, and they were paying us even before we got on the air because we were scrounging for parts to put back 101.9 on the air again. Same case with the DZMM. So I'm a radio man through and through.
Tell us when the transition happened. You were working in radio. Now you're the head of radio. You have 101.9 and DZMM. Let's talk about the transition first from working as announcer, as a DJ, into heading the radio division.
Well, it was really providential, I think, because I was pretty happy with my life as a DJ and as a voiceover talent, and I was doing commercials and audiovisual presentations and narrations almost every day. So I was pretty good until somebody said, maybe it's time for you to get a job, a regular job. And I said, you mean 9 to 5?
Why? I'm having fun and I'm earning.
I was juggling several jobs at the same time during that time. So it really didn't enter my mind to seek a regular employment. I was also teaching part-time. Would you believe it? Accounting and auditing. So I was on radio, on voiceover for television, and also an instructor in a college in Manila. But after Mr. Gabi Lopez talked to me and said, we need a manager for 101.9, I said, sir, I have rackets outside.
Yeah.
And he did say, okay, I just want you to make it a priority. So it started there. I learned to love the job. You know, the challenges and the constant evolution, and you know what radio is now. You know, with all the technology and all the media available to people, you have one generation growing up with practically no affinity with radio, and so it's a challenge. You know, you have to go where the potential listeners and viewers are, and hence the transition of DZMM from just radio to now teleradio and the presence on the web too.
And for us here in ABS-CBN, and for those of us who had the benefit of working with you, we saw the love. And the love for your job reflected on how the division you took over had grown. From DZMM, from an AM station where you had public service and reporting, you had transitioned to an aggressive advocacy in helping out people. Not just lip service na nagbabalita lang at tumitira tayo ng mga politiko na hindi nagtatrabaho mabuti. But you've had several projects ever since that continued the advocacy of not just DZMM, but the ABS-CBN as a whole. Talk to us about your current projects with DZMM.
We now have the TLC project. This is Teaching, Learning, Caring. And it came about, it's not a novel idea by any stretch. It was inspired by the Cariton on Wheels, the classroom on wheels of Efren Peña, Florida.
Yes.
Ted Filon, among others, together with the DZMM staff, conceptualized the Kapamilya shower na.
Right, yes.
So it started there, and we thought that if only, and this is not something that we want to do on our own, this is something we're doing also with ABS-CBN Public Service. No? We wish that some other companies can do this because we're able to serve each time, at least once every 2 weeks, about 800 people. You know? And that is to address several issues in the Philippines today. And I think in all of the countries, no exception. You know, you have to accept the permanence of poverty, and some people will not have the resources to go to a doctor, to see a doctor, for their 6-7-year-old kid to go to school. So we want them to have the access to these services, and in partnership with so many other institutions like the St. Luke's and PCSO and Lingkod ER, so many other personalities are just too eager to contribute. So it's not just a project of DZMM or Manila Radio Division or ABS-CBN. We have so many partners.
Right.
Yeah, and we are able to serve. And I think this is what we've wanted to do, to live up to what I always read on the air in the service of the Filipino.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go back to the award that you received, Communication Excellence in an Organization. How important is communication inside an organization, and you would be the perfect person to talk about that. Not just being the voice over ABS-CBN, but including that as well. But how important is it, and how have you used it in this road of yours in your career?
This is something I learned on the fly. You know, like I said during the awarding ceremonies, it all starts with a clear message from whoever the leader is, to communicate and constantly empower your team to understand where you're going, to make them understand what the vision is, and for everybody to pull together and work towards that vision, whatever it is. And when you talk about vision, it's not just one vision. It is several visions happening at the same time. You can talk about a very good vision, but at the end of the day, if the execution on a day-to-day basis are not communicated well, I think you know, you're not going to achieve that vision anyway. So this is something that you realize, especially when you're dealing with hundreds of people. But you have to communicate the values. You have to tell them that this is important. What we're doing is very important. It can affect lives, it can change lives. And that's the way it is, even on the operations of DZMM or ANC. You know, you're able to touch lives, you're able to affect and influence how people think. So I think that's something that's very, very crucial.
In all the years that you've been working for ABS-CBN, or in your career, definitely there will be humps, there will be bumps, there will be roadblocks. But what drives you in continuing with what you're doing?
Oh, there's just too many things that will have to be done in terms of being in the service of the Filipino, being worthy of the trust that the people have on your station, on your channel, because people are voting constantly, even if they're not consciously doing so. We have ratings and surveys, and when we say we're number one, it means you are actually vested with the trust and confidence of the people.
And there is a responsibility to being number
There
one.
is a lot of responsibility to whom much is given.
Right, right. Okay, I want to ask you before we go, sir, what's in store for us for DZMM? It is your 25th anniversary.
Yes.
Tamang-tama. Nabigyan ko pa ng award, 25th anniversary, birthday pa ng DZMM. But what can we expect more from DZMM, from the radio division, including 101.9, even ABS-CBN Sports? What more can we expect from them?
Oh, we're constantly evolving, and I think there is no option except to evolve and move forward. We've actually broken some kind of record already for being the leader in AM radio for so many years, and for Tambayan we're evolving continuously too. We're online, so together with our news and current affairs, including ANC, we hope to present, among other things, an integrated website where you can access all the news in both English and Tagalog, because DZMM will be there. ANC will have its own niche. This is something that's exciting because we feel that together we can serve a lot more, and we can grow in leaps and bounds in terms of the number of people that we serve. But I want to thank Ron. I want to thank you and ANC and your beautiful people here for the chance. I hope that you can invite me again after another 25 years.
Hindi naman siguro aabot. Wag naman ganun katagal.
Yeah, so maraming salamat because this is Silverado. Like I said, it's the only time we will be celebrating our 25th anniversary, and we've been so blessed with so many things. So we hope that all our partners, all our advertisers, pasensya ka na, magpa-plug lang ako.
Okay lang.
For our advertisers who have been there for a long time, and for the higher management, our ex-com, including our president and chairman, if I may, they have really encouraged us to go where for a while it was unimaginable to be there, to be both television and radio at the same time. And so it is a success story, if I may say so myself, and we hope that we can bring together all the rest, again, in the name of public service. We can do a lot.
Mr. Peter Musngi, an honor to have you here, sir. Thank you very much.